Hello, welcome to Bay Area Focus. I'm your host, Alan Martin, filling in for Michelle Griego this week, and we would love to hear some of your show ideas, so please visit us, facebook.com/Bay Area Focus, and comment to that page. We love hearing for you. We have a very exciting show for you today. Two guests keeping Hawaiian culture alive through art and dance and a platform that shares stories of those affected by homelessness. But up first, author of Conscious Men, John Gray, and you probably know him more from his previous book that sold a few copies, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. John, welcome, and congratulations on the new book, Conscious Men.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, it sounds like it's for men, but it's actually for women to understand men better and help men too.
Well, I just wanted to go back to the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. That was, you were telling me, 25 years ago?
It's when it was published. I wrote it over 30 years ago.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Now, you know, I pointed out in that title, you mentioned both men and women. Here we have Conscious Men. Is this well, first of all, tell us what a conscious man is.
Well, I wrote this book because women are always saying to me, where do I find a conscious man? So I thought, what is a conscious man? So I thought I would define it in a book, because there was a lot of confusion about it. A conscious man is like the diamond in the rough. It's what every woman's looking for, but he hasn't yet sort of figured out how to make women happy, because he's more in touch with his feelings. And women want a man who has a greater level of empathy, greater level of feelings. But when you connect with your feelings, you suddenly have new challenges. You want to do more things that make you happy instead of just work all the time.
So should I read this book first and then give it to a significant other and say, maybe you should read this, or...
Well, both. It's
both.
Whoever. I mean, I think every woman needs that book. I even teach seminars for women only to help train men. I can't really say that in the room with men, that I'm going to teach you how to train him, but women can do certain things that can pull forth the best of a man. And when men are more in touch with their feelings, we're calling them conscious men, they're actually more aware of their feelings. So what happens, they can get upset easier. They can get their feelings hurt easier. So women have to understand why he pulls away, why he doesn't call back, why he's pouting, and what can you do to sort of bring out the detached, independent guy inside there too. It's a balance. We all want to be authentic, and women want to be more masculine. They want to express more masculinity, but they have to find out how to come back to their feminine side. And that's what I teach women, how to use men to do that.
In a relationship, isn't there sort of a natural shift when I'm, say, courting a woman? I'm going to pay a lot of attention to her, but you're telling me that after I'm maybe successful in that relationship, then I change.
Well, of course. It's like climbing a mountain, then you take a nap. You know, you have a challenge stimulates a lot of what we'll call male hormones, testosterone, the male hormone. Men need to make 10 to 30 times more to feel energized and focused and so forth than women do. So that challenge helps to increase testosterone in men. But once familiarity sets in, or a lot of intimacy sets in, the hormones change. So women need to learn new skills to stimulate testosterone in men, and men need to learn new skills that will stimulate estrogen in women, because women tend to get too far on their male side, testosterone side, and they lose touch with their loving, happy, fulfilled, peaceful feelings that come along when estrogen and testosterone have the right balance for her. For her, it needs to be about 10 times greater.
Well, you just said the word balance, and that's what I was going to ask. Isn't it about balance?
It's all about balance. New skills so that we can understand how to support balance in a relationship. You know, Men Are From Mars, I focused on communication skills so that we could understand each other better. But the terrain of relationships has changed a lot in the last 25 years, with more women in the workplace, which we see, they're all working side by side with men. The challenges in the workplace tend to stimulate more testosterone. That suppresses the feminine hormones in women. So men need to learn how to rebuild their testosterone at the end of the day, and then how to help a woman to rebuild her estrogen, and she has to learn how to do that too. But a man can make a big difference in doing that.
Well, you say men should be in touch with their feelings, but don't be ruled by them.
Well, they already are.
But they don't be ruled by them.
But don't be ruled by them. That's the key.
So how do you do that?
Well, that's what the book's about. That's not an easy thing. That will save every marriage once people understand that. That's new communication skills will do it. New insight will do it. Learning how to support each other and finding that balance.
Well, I'm sure you're going to sell many copies of this book, maybe as many as the first book, Men Are From Mars. But you're also doing seminars. Tell us about some of those.
I live here in the Bay Area, and about first week in November, I only do it 3 times a year, first week in November in Tiburon, I'll be doing my 3-day Soulmate Seminar. And this is for singles and couples to awaken to create a soulmate relationship. And I define a soulmate relationship as learning how to provide the unique emotional support so your partner can fully express themselves, as opposed to being stuck in old-fashioned role mates where you have to follow specific roles.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate the book. I am going to read it. It's cover to cover. I only glanced through it, but I appreciate it very much, John.
I appreciate it a lot, too. And if people want to know more about the seminar and other seminars I do, they can go to marsvenus.com.
Your website.
Or simply just Google my name.
All right. Well, I was just going to plug that if you want more information. Right. MarsVenus.com. Okay. Don't forget. So coming up, a dance director keeping the tradition of hula alive. Be right back.